Gives us some of those brighter skies. Here's the tropical rainstorm just off of the Caribbean islands, a little bit of ways, I should say, off the Caribbean islands. And so we're watching that. We've also got a tropical wave that still kind of pushing its way through the Caribbean. There's plenty of showers and thunderstorms this time of year in that general vicinity. So there is a chance that this could try to develop as we push into the next couple of days. If it does, if it doesn't, regardless, should be pushing its way towards Central America, towards the Yucatan. Basically, it's so close there already that it'd be developing probably almost half over land, so it would just push its way right on ashore. Meanwhile, that tropical rainstorm, that's the one that we're watching here, and we're going to keep a close eye on it because as it tries to push its way in towards the Caribbean, it's likely going to drift just to the north of that. It's still trying to develop at this point in time. We've seen the clouds, the showers, the thunderstorms trying to get it organized, particularly around that low-level circulation. It's been a really big challenge for it. There is quite a bit of yellow around it. A lot of times, tropical systems can try to make their own pocket of moisture. This one's struggling to do that. You can see how close that dry air is to some of that deeper convection. So it's been a challenge for this storm to really envelop itself in a lot of moisture around it, especially on that western side where it is headed to. So we'll have to keep an eye on it, but dry air will have some factor on it. I think more so it's the shear right now. There is a bit of shear in this portion of the Caribbean as it tries to push its way to the north there, and northwest is Nadine. So as we continue to follow here this stacking of names, the question is how many more will we be using? Remember, there's still more than a month of hurricane season left to go. Here we are. We find ourselves in the Atlantic. There's that tropical rainstorm. It's actually shoving its way a little farther off towards the northwest. And tropical wave moving through the Caribbean at this point in time. That one has a lot of showers and thunderstorms around it, so it's got about a 50-50 shot as to if it develops. Either way, whether it does or whether it does the U.S. Virgin Islands will have some impacts here. Here we are out in the Atlantic. There are the islands. There's San Juan and Puerto Rico. You can see lots of moisture. The center of this on the last frame kind of held here in this pocket, but look at all these thunderstorm clusters out and around it. That's where it's trying to develop that moist pocket around. We've seen more and more of that develop throughout the morning hours. So that's where we're noticing that there's really less and less in the way of dry air. There's also plenty of warm waters here. So the real question is, what can stop this thing from forming like that? The good news is there is shear found. If you go up into the skies, mid and upper levels here, look at this area of dark purple, just kind of venturing in on its northwestern side.